Okay, this is going to get you going on your assignment number 3, where you will learn about camera angles and then editing video in iMovie. Um, the first thing you need to do is create a folder in Finder. So you're going to find your digital productions folder, create a new folder, and name the new folder assignment 3. So here is documents on the left. There's your digital production folder. Somewhere, right click, make a new folder, call it assignment 3, and that should take care of step number 1. Step number 2, you have to download the video files for the project. So back in Classroom, under Shared with Me, you should have a folder that I have shared with you, and in that folder there should be an assignment 3 folder. In the assignment 3 folder is where you found the directions, but above it or next to it, there is a folder that says video files. We need all of those files. So we're going to right click on it and we're going to do download. And so the first thing that actually has to happen is the download has to get prepared. So over here in the lower right-hand corner, you'll notice that it says preparing download. And what it's doing is it's just kind of zipping up the files, getting them ready to be downloaded. And it's just a process that you just have to wait for this to finish. You have about 10 files in this folder. If you had 100 files, this would take longer. If you only have one file, it doesn't take as long. So once that is done, you will now notice that the videos are actually downloading themselves. And at this point, there's nothing you can do but wait for that little blue line to make itself all the way around. Okay, it looks like the files are almost done downloading. And again, you can pause the video. Um, they will show that little blue circle will go away down here. And then you just click on this arrow and say show in Finder. And you will see in your Finder window that it downloaded the video files and it's got a little white icon on it and a zipper. So now you have to do an unzip videos, or unzip files. So you double click the zipper file and it will open up and do an expanding it. So it's kind of like unzipping them. And there is now a blue folder in that says video files. So you double click that and there will be the files that you need. You will want all of these files. You don't want them in your downloads folder. So I'm just going to do Command A and copy them or select them all. Command A will select them all. I right click on one of them to get a copy command. And then I go back to my digital production folder. And inside my assignment 3 folder, I will right click and do my paste. And these are then the files that I will use for the project. And you'll see that these are different kinds of video shots, what is an over the shoulder and all that stuff. And so hopefully you'll be able to identify them as you move forward. Step number 3, we need to create a new project in iMovie and name the project camera angles. So I already have my iMovie open. You can pause the video if you need to get your iMovie open. Wherever your iMovie opens at, this is obviously not the right location. If yours opens on the project screen, just stay there. I'm going to make my way back to the project screen. Here we are. Okay. And so from here, you click the plus sign and create a new movie. And it cleared off the timeline for you. Don't worry what you see right here, because as soon as I click on something else, that will go away. So what's important is that we name our project up here. Mine says My Movie 2, yours might say something else. So to name that the proper file name, we're just going to click on Projects again, and then it opens up the project window, and you can just type camera angles and click OK. So now you have a project called camera angles. Don't worry if it's a one behind it. Then just double click it, and there's your project, camera angles. Step number 4, you need to create an event folder that will be where you can put your videos at, just like you did. Like, you made an event folder called vehicle pictures and you imported all the pictures that you saved of your vehicles. So up here on the file menu, you just do a new event. It'll come in as a folder with a date on it. So let's just remove the date and type camera angles info and then enter. So camera angles info and camera angles go together. They just can't be the same file. So they are a little bit different, so that will work. Step number 5, we have to get those videos that we downloaded into this folder. So make sure you have camera angles info selected. Then you click on import media. Now, yours might come to a different location, but if we both click on the house, or let's go to desktop. There we go. Maybe try the house. There we go. If you click on that house, you go to documents down here. You find your digital production folder and double click on that. There's assignment 3, double click on that. And then just Command A selects them all. And then you can click import all. And now all the videos will show up in your media window, and these are the videos that you are going to use for the project. If you look over whatever your first video is or watch here what I'm doing, I'm skimming with my cursor. I'm not actually clicking, I'm just sliding it across. You can see what happens in each one of the videos. You can stop it at any point you want. In the top left corner, it will tell you the length of the video clip. It will not tell you the file name, so if you get stuck on which video to use, you just let me know and I will help point that out because the file names do not carry forward. Step number 6, you need to create a title at the beginning, okay? And from this point on, you can pick any title style you want, choice of that you want, any font that you want, format it. Just remember, everything has to be readable. I will always try to give you what text to put in there and how long to make it. And again, pause the video as you need to do this. So we want to create a title at the beginning, okay? Um, so back here in iMovie, titles are up here at the top. And I'm going to pick the chromatic one. You can pick reveal or whatever one you want, something that puts it kind of in the middle. And I'm going to drag it down here to my main track, and I want to make it 3 seconds long. So I grab the end of it and I get that to be 3 seconds long. And then if I double click it, I can type in it, and the text that I want it to say is camera edit video. And then you take your time, again, pause the video, decide what kind of font you want to use, decide what size you want to use. Remember, hitting the drop down arrow here will get you some, but like that one actually made it smaller. I'm going to go with 225 and see what that does. That's not too bad. Center it, bold it, and then you can pick whatever color you want it to look like. And that will be your first title that you have in your project. And remember, you don't have to save your project, as it will be an auto save. Step number 7 is to create another title. The text for this title is going to read over the shoulder, and it's going to last for 2 seconds long. So back here, I'm going to pick maybe this split one. I'm going to drag that down, place it directly behind the one I have. I want to make that not 4 seconds long, but I have to make that one 2 seconds long. So that's going to be noticeably shorter. double click it, and then the title here needs to say over the shoulder. And I'm going to, and you take your time doing whatever kind of formatting you want. I'm just going to do some real quick formatting. Again, you can pause the video and take your time to do that. Step number 7. Oh no, step number 8. We're going to insert the video that we have of the over the shoulder shot. So back here in iMovie, we're going to go back to the My Media tab across the top. And one of these videos is for over the shoulder, and it would be this one right here. The camera is shooting over the shoulder of one person over to another person. And if you hover and skim over it, you can see that that's actually happening. So to get that video clip down here to this track, it's the same way that you did your pictures. You can just click the plus sign, or you actually can drag it and you can drop it. Okay. And again, you're going to have to adjust your settings just like you did in your other project to whatever it is that you want it to be. Now, if you go back to the directions, it's going to tell you to edit this down to the best 4 seconds that you have of the video and then mute the audio that goes with it. So to do that back here, you'll notice that sometimes at the beginning there's like standing around, and we don't want that part of the video clip. So what you actually want to do is you actually want to play the video and find where the best part actually is. When you find that, then you will do your editing. Before we do that, let's mute it so that you don't hear the audio coming through. To mute it, you just double click or have your clip selected down here. Come up here where the little speaker is at. If you click on it, then you get this little bar that actually shows up here. If you click on this, you'll notice that this little speaker, the red line went through it. That means that I muted my audio. And if you look down here where the audio track is showing, that blue bar right there below the video clip, you'll see that there's no waveform there. Watch what happens when you unmute it. You see the waveform, that's how loud and soft people are talking. You actually want that muted. Okay. And so that way you won't hear everything. So this is a video clip that is 10 seconds long. We only need 4 seconds. So one of the things that you have to do is you have to find the best 4 seconds. So this one's pretty easy. There's not a lot of action in it. So I'm just going to come forward a little bit, and I'm going to stop my playhead right here. To stop your playhead, you can hit the space bar or you can click. Once you get your playhead where you want it at, you can do one of 2 things to edit your video. You can do the hide method, where you come to the beginning of the video and get the 2-headed arrow and you just drag it in until, whoops, I don't want to take that one. I want to take this piece. There we go. Until it gets to the playhead. When it gets to the playhead, then that's like, okay, that part of that video that you started with will no longer be there. The advantage to hiding it means that you can unhide it, like I can bring it back out. Okay. So that's one way to edit your video, is to use this hide method where you drag it in, and then if you make like 4 days later, you decide you need some of that video, you can unhide it. The other way is to actually split the clip. So with the clip selected, where my playhead is at right here, if I right click, there should be a split clip command right there. And if I click on split clip, I actually now have 2 video clips that are separated, and I can click on this clip that I don't want and I can delete it. And then this part will actually slide down. Okay. The problem with splitting the clip is that if 4 days later you decide, oh, I need that video back that was at the beginning, you can't get it back. Okay. So you can decide whether you want to hide it or split it. And that's the same thing on the other side. You can hide it, which means then you can unhide it like 5 days later, or you can place your playhead where you want it and then split it and throw a piece away the video that you don't want. Before we do the end part of the video clip, I want you to look up here where the video came from in the media window, and you'll notice that at the beginning, part of that yellow orange line is now gone. That's because that's the part that you either split and deleted or that you hid. Okay. So, like, if you look at this, we got rid of part of the video at the beginning. Okay. Let's say down here on the end, you decide to hide some of this. Watch what happens up here. If I choose to hide some of this and let go of it, see how now the back side of that orange line is missing? That's the part that I got rid of by hiding it. If I unhide it, then that orange bar comes back because it's now all visible. Okay. And so what you have to do again is just to decide which way you want to do it. Now, in the directions, it says that we need to have the best 4 seconds of this. So if I've got a beginning clip that starts here at 13 seconds, I take 13 and add 4, 17. That means if I move this forward to 17 seconds, or excuse me, I did it wrong, that this playhead is at 4 seconds. Don't forget about the 13. If this playhead is 4 seconds long and I need to have this clip be 4 seconds long, then if I move this to 8 seconds, that's how long this clip needs to be. So I can either do a right click and a split, or I can hide the video. Here's a split. And then I click on this and I throw it away. Now I have a 4 second clip here. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to undo that split. I'm actually going to hide it. And so if I bring that down this way, there's a 3.4 second clip. So I actually think hiding might work better for you. There's a 3.8 second clip. I can do that. I can make it, there's 4 seconds. So I think hiding it on the end will actually be a better solution for you. So now you actually have a 4 second clip in your project. So if you go back to the directions that you see here, we now have edited the video of over the shoulder to be the best 4 seconds, and we have muted the audio. Step number 9 is to create a title that says wide shot and it has a length of 2 seconds. Again, you get to choose the style. So back up here on titles, I'm going to choose the style called focus, and I'm going to drag that down there. I'm going to make the text say wide shot, and I'm going to format it. And you can pause the video and get it yours formatted however you want to. And then this title needs to be 2 seconds long. So again, pause the video and get your formatting done the way that you want to, and then come back and resume the video. Step number 10. Step number 10 is to insert the video of a wide shot, edit the best 4 seconds, and mute the audio. So the wide shot video, you got to go back to my media. You're going to have to look at these and go, which one is a wide shot? A wide shot is going to be this one right here where they were shaking hands. And again, you'll notice that it's for 10.7 seconds. We aren't going to use all of that. So I'm going to click on that video clip. And again, if it has an orange bar, that means you've already used it. So I'm going to add that behind my wide shot that I see there. And then the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to click on it. I'm going to come up here to the audio little speaker up here, and I'm going to click this audio speaker button so I mute my audio. Put a red line on it so now you won't hear it. Okay, so if I play this video clip, I want not 10 seconds, but only 4 seconds. So if I click this, I want all shaking of the hand. So I've got quite a bit to choose from. They're not looking at the camera anywhere or anything like that. All this video is really pretty good. So sometimes if they're like standing around at the beginning, then you want to get rid of that part. I want all 4 seconds of shaking of the hand. So I'm actually going to hide a little bit of that beginning portion. Okay, so if my playhead is at the beginning of my video, notice now I'm at 9.6. I need to now edit this down to 4 seconds of the best part of the shaking of the hands and shows a wide shot. and then the project will automatically save, and that should take care of the editing in step number 10. Okay, step 11, step 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Those are all the same steps like we just got done doing. You're going to put in a title and you're going to format it, and then you're going to put in the video and you're going to edit. And so pause the video and then work your way through all of that. And when you're ready to do step 24, then come back and watch this video. Okay, step number 24. And you actually might just want to watch this. And if I make a mistake, we'll just try it again. But I'm going to assume you put a title in that says slow motion. If not, I'll quick make a title that says slow motion. Again, your video will not look like mine. I'm not going to go through all the steps. I'll just put slow motion right here on mine. Okay, and then I will edit that down to 2 seconds. And so I have something similar then to what you have. You have your title. Okay, so what you actually want to do is you want the video of the two people walking. Now you're going to look at this and go, which one is the two people walking? I actually think it's, yeah, see this one right here, two people walking as a wide shot. Wide shot meaning you can see their feet and there's headspace and all that. So I'm going to add that into my project right there. Okay. And so there you've inserted the video of the two people walking, and that video needs to be muted right away so that we don't hear it all the time. We don't want to hear it. So click on the mute button. Okay. So what you want to do is you want it to look um, like these people are walking slowly. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is notice that at the beginning, you see how they're just standing there? Okay, I want to get rid of the video where they're just standing. You really just want them starting to walk, which is going to be about right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hide mine up into that point where they actually start walking. So now when I play it, they're already walking. There's no standing around. And then I'm going to keep it going until they kind of stop walking there, maybe about right there. I'm going to take it. Let's see. Oh, they kind of stop a little bit at the end there. And so let's just kind of back it up a little bit. And again, I'm going to hide it just in case I've made a mistake. Then I can unhide it. So I got about 6.5 seconds where I've got two people walking pretty much the entire time. And that's what I want to happen. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want it to make it look like they're walking like in slow motion. Now, there's two ways that you can do this. So just watch, because one way I don't want you to do, this is the way I don't want you to do it. If you click on the video clip or double click if it needs to be, you come up here, you're going to get this little speedometer. And when you click on it, this is the normal speed at which they are walking. If I want them to walk slower, then I just mark slow. But what will happen is it increases the length of the video clip. And now and you'll see there's a turtle on it. So what I actually have here is an entire clip where they are walking slowly okay, all the way from the beginning to the end. And now my clip is like 13 seconds long, okay? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to put that on normal. Okay, and now my clip gets shortened up, and now you see it's 6.5 seconds. Okay, what I actually want you to do is apply slow motion not to the entire video as I just did. I want you to apply it to just the middle portion. So if you click on this clip right here, you have a 6.5 second clip. Okay. If I put my playhead there and I just want it to get to like about 18 or 19 seconds, I play it and I pause it. There's about 18. And then I'm going to make a cut. I'm just going to split the clip. I'm not going to throw anything away. And then I'm going to continue to play this up into like the end of this is around 23. So when the playhead is around 21 seconds, I'm going to pause my video again. So I'm going to pause it at about 21 seconds. Oop, got about 20. There it is. And now I'm going to make another split. Now, if your times don't quite match up, that's okay. But you actually want 3 portions. You want the front, a middle portion, and an end. The front the middle portion is the actual longest portion of the project. Okay. The middle is the longest portion. Okay. And so what you actually want to do now is click on the middle portion and then come up to the speedometer up here, and you're going to change that from normal to slow. So what you actually have then is you are going to have them walking normal speed, then they're going to walk really, really slow, and then they're going to go back and they're going to walk at a normal speed. And that is how I want you to do. Let's see, what step was that? That is how I want you to do step number 24. So if you have to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video and then work on that, or go back and rewatch this portion. And then you can come back and move on to step number 25. Okay, moving on to step number 25. We're going to create a title called Speed Walking for 2 seconds. So back here, got done with your slow motion, back to titles. And again, you can pick any title you want. You can pause this video. You can probably do it on your own by now. Let's see, which one should I try? Pixie Dust. That looks like a good one to try. So I'm going to type in the title for this one is Speed Walking. And you format it and make it look however you want to, and make it 2 seconds long. And again, pause the video, come back when you're ready. Okay, so you should have your title in there. So let's now do step number 26. We're going to insert the video of 2 people watching, edit the video, and you need to watch me do this, and then you can come back and do that. So we're working on step number 26. So back here in iMovie, there's your title that says Speed Walking. You have to add in the media clip, the same one of the 2 people walking. We already used it, and now we're going to use it again. So add it to your project, okay? And we're going to edit it again, kind of the same way that we did last time. They're standing at the beginning, so let's get rid of the standing at the beginning. Let's get them walking in the video clip. And you want to split it, and or maybe you want to hide it, your choice. And then do the same thing on the end, and you pause the video to get that the way that you want it. Okay, so now we have to make the cuts again. So we could apply the speed walking to the entire clip. It's called fast. And that would make the video clip even shorter. They put a rabbit on it. And now when they walk, the people walk really, really fast. Okay, I'm going to undo that. So don't do that. So we want to go just about a second into the video clip. Oops, mute it first. How about that? Let's mute it so you don't hear it. So we want to go about a second into the video clip. Whoa, my mute did not work. Try that again. You don't need to hear all that stuff. The background noises, let's try. Now I got it muted. So you go in about 1 second. And then what you're actually going to do, okay, is you're going to, again, make your split in your project right there. And then move it forward so it's about 1 second from the end. Pause it. Make another split. Okay, take the middle portion. So come up here to your speed button and put it on fast. So it only made this middle portion fast. This was normal, this is normal. And so now when you play this, it'll say speed walking. And then those people will walk normal for just a little bit. Then they're going to walk really fast, and then they're going to walk normal again. So that's how you do the speed walking number 26. And again, you can pause the video as you need to, go back and redo that part, and then come back and pick the video up. Okay, we're ready to start step number 27. We're going to create a title that says repeat video, and we're going to have it last for 2 seconds. So back to the title area. Let's see, I'm going to pick another title style here. Again, you pick whatever you want. Pick something that goes in the middle, like these go at the bottom. We don't want those. Let's see, horizontal blur. No, I don't want that one. Let's do organic main. I'm going to try that one. So I add that in here. My title is going to say repeat video. Whoopsie daisy. Whoops, I added 2 titles. Let me take one of those out. So on this title right here, we're going to put in there repeat video and then format it so you can pause this and work on your title. And then when you're ready, you can come back and you can work on the next part of the project. Okay, step number 28. We got our title in there called repeat video. And now we're going to insert the video clip of one person stumbling. And you're just going to have to watch this video and then recreate it on your own. And then obviously you mute the video. So the video that we're looking for back up here under my media would be, I think it's this one right here. It's 11 seconds long. Let's see what it looks like if we skim over it. Yep, this guy here stumbles right there. Okay, so that's the one you want. So we're going to just add that to our timeline. There it is. And the first thing you want to do is go back and you want to edit the video. Like at the very beginning, there's some standing around right here. We don't want that part. So if we play this video clip, double click it and mute it, so we're not having all that background noise. So let's play it. This first part, this standing, yeah, there we go. Maybe about right here would be a good place. He's starting to walk. We don't want him standing. We want to get a kind of a clean start at what he's going to do right here. So if I were to split this video clip right here, or I'm going to undo it, I can hide it if I want to. And then if I continue to play it, then he's going to stumble and then he's going to collect himself and he's going to walk off. All right. So I think somewhere about right here would be right before he heads off out of the screen would be a good place to hide it so I can still see him. So I got about 6 seconds here. Okay. So again, you just want to get rid of the standing at the beginning and you don't need him. Once he's done stumbling, let him walk for a little bit normal and then you can hide the rest of that video. And then what you want to do is you want to come back, and I like to use this playhead up here, and you just grab it with that hand. And when you grab it, you can see the hand changes from fingers to like a fist where it grabs it. And I want to let him walk normal right when he starts to stumble right there. I'm going to pause my video, and I'm going to split the video right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab this again, and I'm going to let him stumble. Soon as he kind of collects himself and stands up and starts to walk, I'm going to split it again right there. Okay, so I have 3 parts right here. Okay, if you right click on the middle piece, so you got him walking normal here, stumble here, walk normal here. If you right click on this piece, the middle piece, you can copy it. Okay. Then move your playhead to behind everything. Get it out of the way. And then we want to paste, but the right click doesn't work for paste. So if you do Command V once, twice, 3 times, you have 3 stumbles right here. But we want to take this piece right here where he's walking normally after the stumble, and we want to move it behind all the stumbles. So what you actually have is walk normal, stumble 1, stumble 2, stumble 3, stumble 4, walk normal. So if I play that, you can see what's going to watch. He's going to walk normal, stumble 1. He's going to stumble 2. He's going to stumble 3. He's going to stumble 4. And then he's going to walk normal. So you need to make yours look like that. And it might take you a couple whacks at it, but edit or pause the video, go back, try again. And you can always ask me a question if you need help. Okay, step number 29. Create a title with your first and last name on it, format it as you wish, make it 3 seconds long. Talk to your teacher. You think you're done. If the teacher gives you the green light, step 31, you share the video. If you don't remember how to share it, watch this video clip. It's a separate one. And then after you have shared it, it has to go into your assignment 3 folder, which is back here. Okay, just put it in here. And if you have a problem with that, let me know. And then just email me and let me know that you have put the video into the assignment 3 folder. All right, good luck.